I work on a few projects here as Miss Uganda. Teenage pregnancies. I'm literally I want people to go back to school even after they give birth, even after they are pregnant. I still want the girls to study. So, what are some of the projects that you are working on there?
So, my plan prior to this pandemic, I was going to go to Uganda to advocate girls in sport. I guess that's something that's not really spoken upon so far with Miss Uganda UK. So I wanted to go up there and just kind of advocate the importance of sport, how it impacts you physically as well as mentally. Because with my asthma, I used exercise as a form of comfort. I was there because not only it helped me physically, but mentally, because when you have an illness, it kind of does knock you down. So when I'm in the track or when I'm just running, everything just goes away, and I feel, a sense of comfort. And I wanted to kind of advocate that in Uganda. And I wanted to say, if you're a girl, you can do whatever you can. You can do whatever sport you want. Absolutely. So that's what I was going to do.
I love that project. I love the idea. I don't know if you've started doing that yet, but I love the whole idea because I studied here in Uganda. I'm not sure if you studied here in Uganda. Your primary
No, in London.
No. So I can tell you what I went through. In school, we did play netball. We did do a few sports here and there, but they don't really push you. And because you're a girl, sometimes they're like, you cannot take part in, like, let's say football or let's say volleyball or something like that. And then they limit what we can do. They limit our potential. So I am 100% in for you. Like, honestly, if you need me, just count on me on that.
Thank you. Because it's a thing where I think Uganda, they're really behind on time. I think they hold traditional values. Like, if you're a girl, I expect you to do netball and sewing or whatnot as like an extracurricular activity. Whereas we're in the 21st century. If a girl wants to do rugby and she wants to do engineering, she wants to take part in a maths or like a science project or anything, let her do it. Just because she's a girl doesn't mean you have to limit her achievements. And that's what I really want to push through when I go to Uganda after all of this.
Yeah. So do you have a plan on how you're going to start doing that? Or
so I wanted to target northern Uganda girls' schools. I just want us to go there and just talk to them about what they do in terms of sport. Obviously, get involved with like team building exercises as well as like sport activities as well. Because at the same time, I want to teach them how, like, you don't need equipment, you don't need all these stuff that we have here to actually have to do an exercise. So that's what I want to do.
Amazing. And I think also, just to add on to that, I think it's very important that you involve the parents where these children come from, because they have a mentality that girls cannot even, like maybe, let me say, let's say Northern Uganda, for example. You can find that a certain group of girls are not even allowed to wear leggings. Like, it's seen as a crime for a girl to put on pants. You're supposed to wear a skirt. So that limits their chances of going out there and be active in sports as well, because sometimes you're not going to do sport in a skirt. You need to put on pants and stuff. So I think you should involve the parents as well.
And it's not going to change overnight. I just want to go there just to raise awareness. And if that means one parent can realize what I'm doing, then my job is done, because at least I've got an adult who had those traditional values, can see that, hold on, my daughter can achieve whatever she can, no matter what gender or what she's wearing to school or in public.
Wow, I love that project. I honestly thought about that, but then I'm like, what can I even do? Because it's really hard to change people's mind. But if somebody starts it, honestly, I'm in with you, honestly.
Yeah. So I think it just starts with a small talk with the school, maybe with the school board as well, because they're the ones who are essentially running the school. Just talking with the teachers and the headmaster, saying, you know what, we need to change. And if it means me just standing there talking to them for 10 minutes and I've got what I wanted to say out, then, like I said, my job is done.
It actually goes back to gender equality as well. Yeah, it's a broad thing, actually. It's really, really broad.
Yeah, it really is broad gender equality.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. So with your Miss Uganda UK platform, what have you been doing to raise awareness during these COVID-19 times?
So I've been in contact with a couple of charities, for example, Save the Children. So I'm in contact with them. I've also, with Miss Uganda UK, they've kind of given me the opportunity to open up my page, Asthma and Me. When I'm on Instagram, everyone just sees the crown and the sash. They don't really see the other lifestyle that I have, which is being an asthmatic individual. Right. So Miss Uganda UK has given me that extra confidence and boost to open that page to kind of show people the other side of me. So yeah, Miss Uganda UK has done a lot for me. So yeah.
Okay. So I've got so many beauty queens here on my lockdown sessions before, and I love to ask them this question because we're working on so many projects. I don't know if people actually know what we're doing, but I just want to ask you this. How does this pandemic affected the way you do your work, the way you do your projects? How did it affect you?
I guess it has affected me in a way that I can't physically network with people. I can't create events to network with people that, within the pageant community as I wanted to. But at the same time, I learned how to overcome it, and I've learned how to use social media. The power of social media is amazing. One email, and I'm in contact with so many people through email, through Instagram. So that has affected me in a way, but I'm trying not to let it get to me too much. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So what advice do you have to the young girls? I'm just gonna push this back here in Uganda that want to be like you, because you have you're a role model to so many girls, and I just want you to pass on some information of hope to them and courage. What would you say to them?
Piece of advice I'll give to girls in Uganda is don't be afraid to speak up. When I was younger, I was always getting in trouble for speaking up when I know something's wrong. So, but then at the same time, I will still do it. Just because someone disagrees with me or they tell me to keep quiet, I'm not going to just keep quiet. So when you have something important to say, or you have a passion for something that needs to be advocated out to people around you, go ahead. You have